Hey everybody, this is Diggs Automotive. I want to start talking about different topics in the automotive world and touch on a few things from a mechanic standpoint and just to try to clear up some myths. So the first one I want to talk about, everybody knows right now it's tax season, so we're going to be buying these used cars. Mileage. Do you buy a car based on mileage? Should you buy a car based on mileage? Okay. So the general rule for me, no, you should not buy a vehicle solely based on its mileage. You should not discredit a vehicle based on high miles. You should not if you're looking at two of the same vehicles, you should not jump to the conclusion that the one with lower miles is going to be a better car. There's plenty of reasons why high miles can be a good thing. So first off, if you got a high mileage one owner vehicle, more than likely they can tell you every single thing or provide documentation, every single repair that's been done. And there's been a lot of repairs that have needed to be done. You don't get a lot of miles on a vehicle and you don't have to do some work on them. You got to do something on that vehicle. So if it's a one owner and they've put all the miles on that car, that's saying a lot. Like, especially if they can provide you that documentation of what they've done to it. Man, this guy, we put an engine in it 15,000 miles ago. So that mileage on the dash doesn't mean anything if they just put an engine in it. The mileage on the dash doesn't change when you change the engine out. So that's at least engine-wise, that's a new car. If it's got a low mileage engine, that's a good. You're probably not going to have any issues out of the engine. But that's a big one for me. That, like, you want to know if you can. If it's high mileage, fine. Ask if they know what's been done to the vehicle. If it's somebody that's flipping cars and they're flipping cars with high mileage, of course they can't tell you but so much. They can tell you what they've done with the car to get it into the condition to be sellable. But they can't tell you, I know for a fact that this got done, this got done, this got done, this got done. That stuff, you can look at the vehicle at that point and see, okay, does this look like it's the original engine? Does it run like it's an original engine? Stuff like that. You can still decipher and say, okay, this vehicle, 300,000 miles on it, or 250,000 miles on it, original motor, oil is black. It hasn't even been oil changed yet. Maybe that one hasn't been taken care of too great. So, but don't just jump to the conclusion that high mileage is, oh no, I can't even touch it. I can't even look at it. Got too many miles on it. A vehicle is supposed to have miles on it. You drive it every single day. And a lot of them, like I said, a lot of them do great. Everybody knows Hondas last a long time. So Toyotas last a long time. Why wouldn't you look at a high mileage Toyota, a high mileage Honda? Cosmetic wise, yeah, of course mileage can show its age on the cosmetics, but cosmetics doesn't have anything to do with how it drives and runs and drives. If you're looking for A to B and it's got 350,000 miles on it, but it's got a brand new engine in the car, you can't look at that like a 350,000 mile vehicle. So there's definitely two different things. So when I'm looking at a vehicle that's got a lot of miles on it, I'm just trying to see if I can figure out how much has been done to this car. The more that's been done to this car, that's brand new already or recently been replaced. Timing belt got done last year. At least I know I don't have to worry about a timing belt anytime soon. timing chains got done. I shouldn't have to worry about those. You know, that's transmission got replaced. I'm not gonna have to worry about the transmission. So that's the first question when you see high mileage. You know, when you're buying low mileage, you're basically buying, like, say 60 or 70,000 miles used car, even 100. You're basically about to start encountering failures. You're about to start having issues with that car because more than likely everything on that vehicle is original, besides the tires and the brakes. A lot of these cars now, they'll hold up to 100,000 miles and don't need anything but tires and brakes. So now the water pump is likely to start leaking. Now the serpentine belt's likely to fail or something like that. So low mileage doesn't mean you got a gold mine. Low mileage means you're probably going to do some repairs in the near future, actually. So I feel like that mindset of high miles is a bad thing is definitely misguided. It's just more information you can use, just like for any vehicle. It's just another piece of information that can get bad or good. It's not automatically bad all the time. So you're looking at a high mileage vehicle that the people are claiming is in real good condition and stuff like that. Bring a mechanic with you, or, you know, if you have some mechanical knowledge, go out there with your stuff. Look that car over. It's not necessarily bad. It's not necessarily bad. So that's my 2 cents on it. If you haven't experienced buying a high mileage vehicle, you got a good experience or you got a bad experience, drop it down in the comments. You know, if you know you've purchased one with a lot of miles on it. I bought a couple vehicles with over 250 on the dash, and all of them I drove them till I sold them. And I'm not quick to work on my own vehicles. I can work on them, but I'm not quick to, and I'm happy when I can just jump in mine and drive all the time, so I can take care of everybody else's vehicles. So those vehicles have done me very well. You know, I pick them right, they've done very well. Or I buy with some issues already known. That way I know exactly what I'm getting into. Okay? Motor's knocking a little bit. I'm gonna buy it, put a motor in it. Now I'm good to go. Peace of mind. Sometimes, depending on the vehicle, buying a vehicle like that is not a bad move. You can get motors at the junkyard pretty cheap. That vehicle, you can spend $800 on that vehicle and put another whatever into repairing it, and now you've got a low mileage, reliable, low cost, reliable vehicle versus dropping $6,000 on the car and you drive a month and now you got problems. So there's a lot of ways to go about getting a vehicle, and I feel like immediately ruling out high mileage vehicles is not the way to go. It's not the way to go. Some of them, they've served a good fight. They've fought a good fight, and it's time for them to be retired. Some of them, but not all of them. I hope this information's been enlightening. If there's anything else you want me to speak about, please leave me some topics in the comments, and stay tuned to the next one. Thank you.